Imagine working every day with your head down, doing everything you can just to give your child a decent life, when suddenly, the daughter of one of the richest families in town notices you, not for what you have, but for the heart you carry. This isn't just a story about pools and wealth, it's about love, respect, and the courage to dream bigger than the world says you can. Stay with me till the end, because what starts as a simple job will turn into something that changes two lives forever. Daniel wiped the sweat from his forehead as the sun beat down on his back. The shimmering blue pool looked like paradise to anyone who didn't know the hours of work behind it. To him, it wasn't about paradise, it was survival. A single dad, raising his 7-year-old son, Noah, after his wife had walked away, Daniel had learned to balance two worlds, hard labor in the day, and tender fatherhood at night. His world was small. Rent, groceries, Noah's school fees. It all depended on the strength of his arms and the calluses on his hands. He never complained, though. Every time Noah ran into his arms shouting, "Daddy," the exhaustion melted. That day, Daniel was working at the Harrington estate, an endless mansion with marble floors, glass walls, and a pool that could have been mistaken for a private ocean. The Harringtons were billionaires, their family name printed on skyscrapers and shopping centers. Daniel kept his eyes down, never looking too long at the people who lived there. He didn't belong in their world, he was just the man who kept their water clean. But fate has a way of rewriting lives in the smallest, quietest moments. As Daniel brushed the pool tiles, he heard a voice. Gentle, curious, but firm. "You do this every day?" He turned. Standing on the patio in a light summer dress was her, Sophia Harrington, the billionaire's only daughter. She wasn't like the people Daniel had occasionally glimpsed laughing at lavish parties. Her eyes carried something else. Curiosity. Warmth. Daniel nodded quickly. "Yes, ma'am. It's my job." Sophia tilted her head. "And do you enjoy it?" Daniel froze, not sure how to answer. Most rich people didn't ask the help if they enjoyed their work. They barely even noticed. "I don't think about it that way," he finally said. "I just do what I have to do. For my son." That last part slipped out, unguarded. And for a reason Daniel couldn't explain, Sophia smiled as though she'd been waiting for those words. "Tell me about him," she said softly. Daniel hesitated. Talking to her felt dangerous, like stepping into a world where he didn't belong. But something in her eyes told him she wasn't looking at his dirty boots or the sweat on his shirt. She was looking at him. So, he told her. About Noah. About his drawings of superheroes, about how he still asked where his mom was, about how Daniel kept promising him life would get better, even if Daniel himself wasn't sure. Sophia listened. Really listened. And when she finally spoke, her voice carried a quiet promise. "Maybe. I can help." Daniel stiffened. He didn't want pity. He didn't want charity. But before he could speak, Noah's little laugh echoed across the patio. He had been waiting nearby, holding a toy car. He ran straight to Daniel, and Sophia knelt to greet him, her billion-dollar smile softening into something real. At that moment, something shifted. Not in money, not in status, but in hearts. Days turned into weeks, and Sophia found reasons to linger near the pool. At first, Daniel thought it was curiosity, a passing interest from a wealthy woman bored with her golden cage. But soon, it became clear, Sophia wasn't fascinated by the pool. She was fascinated by him. She admired how he treated Noah with patience and love, even after exhausting hours of work. She noticed how Daniel's values, honesty, humility, and quiet strength, were rarer than all the diamonds her family owned. But not everyone saw it that way. "Are you out of your mind?" Mrs. Harrington snapped one evening when she found Sophia sitting by the pool, talking with Daniel and Noah. "We don't associate with the help. Do you want the press to ruin us?" Sophia stood firm. This isn't about money, Mother. He's different. He's real. Daniel overheard, and it stung. He wanted to protect his son, not drag him into a war between worlds. He decided to walk away. The next day, Daniel told Sophia, "Thank you for your kindness, but I can't let Noah grow up thinking we belong in a place we don't." Sophia's eyes filled with tears, but she didn't beg. Instead, she whispered, "Maybe where we belong isn't about money. Maybe it's about love." Daniel left that day with a heavy heart. But life has a way of forcing choices when least expected. A week later, Noah fell ill at school. Sophia, who had quietly kept in touch, was the one who rushed him to the hospital when Daniel couldn't leave work fast enough. She stayed by Noah's bedside, holding his little hand as if he were family. When Daniel arrived, breathless and panicked, he found Sophia softly reading a story to his son. In that moment, his walls crumbled. He realized this wasn't pity. This wasn't charity. This was love, pure and unshaken by class, wealth, or circumstance. From then on, Daniel allowed himself to believe. Sophia didn't just want to save him, she wanted to stand beside him. And as the story closed, Sophia whispered the words that sealed it all. "Your son has a father who never gave up on him. That's more powerful than any fortune my family has. And maybe, if you let me, I'd like to be part of that family too." This story isn't about a billionaire rescuing a poor man, or a poor man fixing a rich girl's life. It's about courage, the courage to love across boundaries, to believe that family isn't defined by wealth but by heart. Sometimes, the greatest riches in life aren't found in mansions or gold, but in the quiet moments, where love chooses to stay.